GTM Sportswear. Look like a team, train like a team. GTM Sportswear can outfit your entire team with custom jerseys, uniforms with amazing new sublimations to choose from, warm-ups, and much, much more. Get your team practice wear with up to 20% off. They even have great fan apparel for that team spirit look.
GTM Sportswear is a proud sponsor of the Texas Youth Football and Cheer Association.
Need uniforms for your cheerleaders? They got those too. Get some of the best prices on all apparel with their amazing partnership with Typha. Just go to gtmsportswear.com and get outfitted for the season. Once again, that's gtmsportswear.com. Or call Melanie Miller at 785-249-5343 for more information.
GTM Sportswear.
Love what you do, wear what you love.
Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's Scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's Scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
Hi, Kenny Long here, and I want to talk to you about rain gutters. With the recent heavy rains in South Texas, many of us have come to realize that the rain gutters on our homes either don't work or simply just don't exist, destroying flower beds and just creating a mess. Let me tell you about Curtis McCluskey with Advanced Rain Control. He is your go-to guy for seamless gutters, cleanouts, and repairs. Serving San Antonio and the surrounding areas with over 25 years experience, Curtis will get you a quality rain control. You're listening to Typha Radio, part of the Typha Sports Network. Another thing to figure out in this new system is why does the commercials keep cutting off? Didn't even get through the full set and it cut off on me. Welcome back here to Typha Radio as you're listening to The Zone here. Wednesday nights, beginning at 8 p.m. We started late tonight because I had a work commitment, but we'll be here every evening on Wednesday nights starting at 8 p.m. as the season gets started, and it's going to get busier and busier from here, folks. Enrique Steele says, no black and yellow. You heard that one, didn't you? Did that for a reason. You Killeen people are letting Jerry Barr, he is reeling you in like a bass on a line. He's sucking you in. Jerry Barr calling out Killeen, saying how they're scared to play the Steelers. John Milligan, no Killeen team has folded that I have been told about. The rumor was that the EC Oilers and the Los Centex Desperados folded, and I dispelled that rumor earlier. Nobody. D. Jenkins, I say that with all love and with everything I can say. You Killeen people are letting Jerry Barr suck you in. And I only say that because he pointed out Killeen only. Love Killeen. Love the people in Killeen. But I'm telling you, he is like, he might as well be sticking the best lure in the lake and just waiting for the Killeen fish to bite so he can reel you in. The infamous backpedal. They had no backpedaling. Jerry Barr was the one that was sneak dissing. Actually, he wasn't even sneak dissing. He was just flat out dissing. Then he tried to come after me over something that I said last week on the Facebook Live broadcast since I couldn't get my computer to work and couldn't get the broadcast off, so we did it on Facebook Live. At no point in time did my statement last week did I say anything about forget our past. Those of you that know me and know my background know that that would never be the case. Never would be the case. But I already addressed that situation. But he didn't reel me in. Nope. But Killeen, man, he's doing y'all like a redheaded stepchild right now. So again, the biggest question that I've been getting, and it is particularly out of the Killeen district, and it has everything to do with some of the comments that were made on social media. I guarantee you right now, some of these teams already know if they're D1, D2. They already know. The ones that don't know why they don't know yet. Polo Alexander, I don't have any answers for you. I don't have any answers for you because there will not be any answers until all of certification is done. That has been the issue each and every year. We could sit there and say that all of Killeen is going to be D1. And this is what happens, folks. And I was going to be honest with you here. This is what happens. We could put every single Killeen team in D1 right now. D1, all of Killeen. And this has happened this year. Not so much with Killeen, but this has happened with some organizations. And I've heard this firsthand. I've had someone call me up and complain because they're being put in D1. Or I may have announced that they were D1 because that was the preliminary report that I got. So we talked about it. Then all of a sudden there's comments, well, if we're going D1, then we're just going to leave Taifa. Really? So the same people that bump their chest, bump their gums, keyboard warriors, all over social media talking about how they're this, how they going to do this to Taifa this year, how they going to do that to Taifa this year, how the Steelers are going down, how the Outlaws are going down. And as soon as you get put in that division, you start whining and crying talking about how you need to go back to D2. You want the competition, then suck it up and get the competition. If your organization is good enough and it gets moved up to D1, suck it up and play D1. Now, Polo talking about having to play the same four teams. Nothing has been decided. That's the part that you can't seem to understand. Nothing gets decided on this until certification is done. Then they make the moves. Now, I guarantee you. Now, let's throw this out there hypothetically. Polo, hypothetically, let's put this out there. So, you don't want to play the same four teams twice. I get it. So, in order to properly align, that means Killeen, we have to go to San Antonio. San Antonio teams have to go to Killeen. Then I'm going to hear, and this happens every year, then I'm going to hear, oh, but we don't want to have to travel. You're in Taifa. You're in Taifa. You're going to travel. And if a situation comes up where you want to be D1, you don't want to be in D2 and play the same four teams, or you don't want to be D1 and play the four teams just in your particular area, and in this case it's Killeen, because that's who Polo's pointing out, then that means you got to go to Austin. That means you got to go to San Antonio. Then they create another district there that's a D1 district with those teams in particular put together, so there's not having to play a team twice. But then when that happens, let's count how many people are complaining about having to travel. Not scared of San Antonio, but I already hear about how it's why do we have to travel 2 hours? Well, San Antonio have to do the same thing. I mean, it could be worse. It could just put you in the RGV. Hell, let's put you up in West Texas. So again, I go back to my original point. You're asking questions about things that haven't even been decided yet. Now, I will say that those teams, there are probably some teams that already know what division they're playing in. They already know their D1, D2. The question is, once certification is over and they've solidified that the teams that are going to be playing this year are actually going to be playing, because it does happen, organizations don't make their numbers. And so it just messes everything up from Division I, Division II to making the schedule. That's the other thing I get. Why do we have to wait for the schedules? Because this is the last week of certification. We're still waiting for everybody to solidify that they're going to be playing this year. Once that's done, then the schedules can be done. Flag through juniors, that's the easiest part. Once certification is done, they can get it done. They can get it done. And most of the times, everybody knows who their week one opponent's going to be, and usually by that second week, they've already got their schedule. Some of them already have it the first week. Just depends on any late changes that occur. So that is where this stands right here. This is the last week of certification. I guarantee you there is going to be a lot of busy work. There's going to be a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls going back and forth once certification is done to get everything aligned, ready to go, schedules worked on, at least getting week one games out of the way so we know who plays where, at what times, what fields, all that fun stuff. But let's look past all this political crud that's going on. Bottom line is, you've been practicing since July, some sooner. And everybody knows you're going to have a game somewhere on September 2nd. I say, quit crying. And get ready to play some ball. Yeah, some of it have been practicing since April. Those that participated in spring. I mean, you might as well count that as part of it. Just get ready to play some ball come September 2nd, because that's when this season starts. And that's where everything gets going. That's where the fun begins. I know that's where my fun begins. I'm ready. I don't know about y'all. I'm ready. So don't forget, game day broadcast. If you're looking to have Typha Radio at one of your home games for game day broadcast, email it at Kenny, KENNIE.long, LONG at Typha.com. That's Kenny.long at Typha.com. Let me know, particularly once you get your schedules out and you know what games you want me to be at. It's first come, first serve. And the best part about this season, and I am excited. I am ready. I'm ready to get on the road. I'm ready to do some game day. I'm ready to give away some Typha Radio Player of the Game awards. Is no Friday night tykes. I had already set this up that this season was not going to be controlled by Friday night tykes. I'm going to go wherever I want to go. So